So here I am at Lyme Park. I hope you can see with that bright sun. I want to get a bit closer, so hopefully it looks a bit better as I'm getting closer. So this was granted to Paisley and his wife Margaret, January the 4th, 1398. This land, not the actual house, this land. And that was given by Richard II. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, Richard II is the son of the Black Prince. The Black Prince is probably one of my favourite members of the royal family, for his actually all warrior nature, the man that he was. Let's get in though, see if we can see a bit better. A nice Christmas tree in the middle. So as I was saying, this was given to the family by Richard II, this land, because of Margaret's grandfather. Now Margaret's grandfather was called Sir Thomas, I think it's Doniers, something like that. Not quite sure how you say it. But he retrieved the standard of the Black Prince at the Battle of Crecy in 1446, and he was rewarded with money originally, but he traded it in for this land. Now this property obviously wasn't built then. I'm just going to quote my notes. This was built in the 16th century. Work started in the 16th century. Parts were added in the 17th and the 18th century, like the stable, the park, that kind of thing, some of the furniture. There's another building at the top up there, I'm not too sure what that one is, I want to get in there soon. That one that's facing me now, that's where the gardens is, an indoor garden area. See if we can see a bit more around this side. I think that's just a west terrace where you can have a look out. I'm going to get in a minute and show you inside. We've got it all dressed up for Christmas. This is the largest house in Cheshire. It's absolutely massive inside from what I've seen online. Let's get to the front entrance. Now, as I say, because it was gifted to him by Richard II, he was obviously very favourable with the king, which unfortunately landed him in being beheaded. I think it was Henry Bolingbroke that actually beheaded him. He was a contender for the crown. You can see the courtyard through the gap there. We're going to get in there in a minute though, like I say. I'll show you a good view of the outside. Right, I think might as well just get in now. Let's go and have a look. There's a lot of people inside, a lot of kids, so I'm going to restart when I get in there. See the tapestries on the walls.
Thank you.
So the butler's pantry. Let's have a look.
Yes, any of the children. Yeah, well, they can make whatever they want. They didn't feel like it.
Oh, that's not 41, is it?
No, it does go. That's how she squeezes it. Keep squeezing, he'll be in a minute.
Did you give him a name? Or a name?
Has he got a name?
There's a lot of people in here today, so it's quite difficult to show great detail, but hopefully some of the other places are a bit quieter. That moose head. The ceilings.
Can you see it?
A nice little seating area. So that room then is where the men would have gone after the main meal. Would have had the whiskey and cigars, and this is where the women would have gone into this room separate. You see there the picture moves. Maybe a little spying hole. I'll go back into that room in a minute where them children were going to play. You see there the different months, February, April. Different little pictures from all. Thank you. So that's the main door there where you first come in.
Father Christmas tree, doesn't it? Yes, they've been going to see Father Christmas, won't they?
That's like a Greek or Roman style. Same again. I've just seen a lot of people going into where them kids are doing the choir, so I might not be able to get back in there. If you don't see it on the film, I've not been able to get in.
Then we lost that. These became the manservants there, yeah. So the manservants would use this, female servants the other side, because it looks like tunics. And yeah, so they were very posh for a manservant, because usually the stairs are straight back, small, narrow, you know. Yeah.
So the lady's just saying that this was the original main staircase for the house, but they put the new one in and they use this for the slaves and the servants. Servants, I should say, they're not really slaves, are they? Well.
Either tell someone they have to go shorter or just knock them off altogether.
Yeah.
Or tell Stuart he can't speak for as long.
So we're back in the courtyard. I don't know if I've actually missed anything. It's quite a fast little tour through there, wasn't it? I'm wishing well. I think I'll have another little look around, see if I've actually missed anything. again. Thank you. Sorry.
That's what the smell is.
Oh, yeah. Wonder what the smell was.
So let's see what we've missed. So I think that these pictures represent the Mastiff of the story that I told earlier.
See, this was the kind of painting, you know, and then she shone the light and like, she just kind of...
Past 12. Oh no, sorry, it's 12, isn't it? 5-10 minutes. But do you have a seat?
Thanks.
I was looking at the wrong hand.
What is happening, sorry, at 12:15?
I'm doing a talk on
Oh, right.
Christmases at Lyme.
Oh, great, right, okay.
Is that video?
Yeah.
I'm sure about video actually.
Oh, is it not? No, I can stop it.
I
It's
know we
alright.
can't do.
I'll go and see if I can find the girlfriend. Come back. In the courtyard now. I got told off by that lady for filming, then she said I'm not allowed to. Well, you got to catch me first, haven't you? What's this here now? The early fire escape is a perfect fit for under the portico. Oh, is this so? I don't have any problems with fires. Usually I have quite a lot of problems with fires in old buildings like this. So I'm going into the gardens now. I think the gardens are just as famous as the actual house for this place. Oh, what's that? The massive recovery programme is underway throughout the garden because of flash flooding in 2019. Oh, that's a shame. So maybe it's not as spectacular as I'm making out as it is. But let's still have a look round, see what we can see. This is the back of the building then. I've also just been told by one of the people that work in here that the barriers that are up are because it's Christmas time. Usually they have a lot more of the rooms open, which makes no sense because you think they'd have more open to showcase the Christmas theme, wouldn't you really? God, the wind's bad. What's that? Italian garden. Oh, look at that. Get a good view from up here. Try and get down there, get a closer peek. I don't know how well this camera zooms in, but let's have a look. Don't know if I've just done it or not. I'll carry on around the ground, see if there's anything interesting that's worth seeing. You can see them figures on top of there. That middle one's Poseidon. You can see him with his staff. I'm not sure who the other two are. Maybe some other kind of Greek myth. So unfortunately that water damage has took the pathway down to them Italian gardens, so that's the best you're going to get, what I've just showed you. There's a few other little bits and bats. So I think there's a botanical gardens inside, next to the actual building, so I'm gonna have a little ganders in there in a bit. What a nice place. I'd love to own something like this, have your own property like this. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Let's carry on though. So I bet it looks really nice in the summertime with all the flowers out. Going to the indoor garden now. Don't think there's much point going in that one, there's no flowers or anything out this time of the year. This way in. It is now. It's a banana plant. Oh, I could sit in here all day if I had one of these myself. Definitely could. You don't usually see this much green this time of year. I was just about to walk out of this place and I've just noticed this here. Orangery meeting room. What are they meeting in there for? I wonder what absolutely mind-boggling ideas they're coming up with in there then for this place. So I'm just on my way out now. There's one last view of Lyme Park Hall for you. That's the stables up there. I wasn't too sure before, but apparently it's the stables and they're still a working stable, so you can't actually get into them. So I make my way down now, but I've just realised that I mentioned in one part of the video about the mastiffs, and I haven't gone into any detail about that. So what that was in 1415, the Battle of Agincourt. So Lee Piers II, I think it's Lee, was wounded at the Battle of Agincourt, and his mastiff dog stayed by his side for hours after the battle. Afterwards, the dog was returned here to Lyme Park and was bred, and now this mastiff, what was bred here, was the only one of its type. It wasn't mixed with any other kind of dog. Unfortunately, in the 20th century, I'm a bit out of breath going up this hill. In the 20th century, the breed just kind of disappeared. Really, it's not really known anymore. But that's what I was going on about before. Little view of the area. They have got some red deer in here somewhere, apparently, what you can go and have a look at, but I think there's 71 acres around this park, so they could be anywhere, couldn't they, really? So, I think that's it for today. My little jackdaw mate there's following me. So I hope you enjoyed the video from today, from Lyme Park. Thanks for watching as always. So I thought it was just worth showing you this. So this is supposed to be one of the best views in Manchester. Over there you won't be able to see very well on the camera, but the herd of deer is there. I tried getting a bit closer to film them. I'll put it on anyway just to show you how it's turned out, but yeah, it's supposed to be the best panoramic view of this area. I'm not sure what that building is there. You can't get in any way, so it's very windy up here. Well, that's it, yeah, I just thought it might be worth showing you.